Will be a busy weekend of campaigning for the presidential candidates ahead of next week's New Hampshire primary. Monday's caucuses in Iowa gave former President Donald Trump a big win over Ron DeSantis and Nikki Haley. DeSantis is getting some criticism over his choice to leave New Hampshire after today and campaign in South Carolina this weekend. He's also moving a lot of his staff to South Carolina. He's polling a distant third behind Trump and Haley. That primary is Tuesday. Fox News anchor Shannon Bream with Fox News Sunday joins me now from Bedford, New Hampshire. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Brandon.
All right, so we saw former President Trump win overwhelmingly in Iowa. How will the New Hampshire primaries be different, or will they?
Well, you've got a different makeup. As you said, Governor DeSantis is really focused on moving to South Carolina. They never really have had much traction, a deeper organization here in New Hampshire. So President Trump is looking for another convincing win. Now, some things have changed over the last week or two. Chris Christie dropped out of the race. His voters, he had double digits in some polling here in New Hampshire. They are homeless now. Do they go to Nikki Haley? Where do they land? Do they stay home? So the former president wants another convincing win in the range of 50% or more, but Nikki Haley has been inching closer and closer to him. Also here, there are a lot of undecideds. It's actually, when you get to the undeclared here in New Hampshire, that's the biggest group of voters they have, and they are able to vote in either the Democrat or Republican primaries. We saw Nikki Haley pick up a lot of Democrats and independents in Iowa, so will that happen here again in New Hampshire? We should know by Tuesday.
Yeah, and for Democrats there, it's a different story. Kind of interesting. The DNC telling Democrats don't vote in the primaries there. And most notably, of course, President Biden won't even be on the New Hampshire primary ballot.
Right. Yeah, it's a really interesting situation because the DNC has been fighting about the calendar and New Hampshire didn't want to give up its position. It's essentially having an unsanctioned primary, and there are plenty of people on the ballot. Just doesn't include the incumbent, President Biden. So those of us who are into this and cover it, we know what's happening here. But there's, there's this strange psychological thing that may happen when the results come out from New Hampshire and people hear that a Democrat other than President Biden won. Now, listen, there's a big push for write-in balloting for him. He could still win here. But there's that psychological impact from those who don't know what's going on here in New Hampshire and may hear a headline that the incumbent president was beat by somebody else in his party. But as you know, it's important to know he's not on the ballot.
Right. All right. Looking ahead to Sunday morning, who do you have on tap?
So we got 3 members of Congress. All of them are surrogates for the 3 remaining GOP contenders here in Iowa. So we'll talk to them about the campaign trail, those final closing arguments, but also all of the dysfunction in Washington. They did get another spending Band-Aid passed last night, but there are 12 appropriations bills that have to get through the Senate and House. Can they get that done? They keep kicking the can down the road. Will they get it done within the next few weeks? There's this border deal, Ukraine, Israel, Taiwan funding, and much more to hash out, and an approval rating of 19%. So how do they overcome that and get some things done?
Right, lots to talk about. All right, appreciate it. Thanks, Shannon.
Thanks, Braden. See you Sunday.
All right. Fox News Sunday, as we mentioned, with Shannon Bream, airs right here on Fox 4 Sunday morning at 8 a.m.